Well, good morning and welcome, my friends. It is Sunday, February the 16th, shortly after 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is Robbie Noel broadcasting live from Rosarito Beach, Mexico. Another Chamber of Commerce day, if you will. Early morning fog that should burn off to a sunny day, as is usual the case in this neck of the woods. I am doing this particular podcast for no other reason than I am playing around with many different mediums at the present time. Currently, I host a daily 1-hour show on the micro effect, also affectionately known as the alternative media. I have been doing alternative media broadcasts for what seems decades. But by and large, the broadcasts I do on a daily basis are meant to not only entertain but inform the listeners who take the time out of their busy day to listen to what some foreign-sounding Englishman is talking about. I don't want to sound too redundant here, but there's no question in my mind. We are all living in a pretty unique time in world history. There's a lot of stuff that's going on seemingly at the same time that all has implications that could, without a question of a doubt, affect how we all live our lives. I do not want to be a messenger of doom and gloom. However, I also feel strongly that one should not turn a blind eye to negative news because they don't want to cause themselves unnecessary stress and anxiety. Well, I got some bad news for you. The world we live in today is different degrees of stress and anxiety. I saw a report earlier this morning I didn't bother posting it on my website, which let me take this opportunity and give a plug. You can access my webpage through various URLs, robbynoel.com, eaglesup.com, or buygolddirect.net. They will all take you to my main page, which I initiated originally in the mid-90s. And one would assume, always a bad thing to do, that after doing a website for so long I would have figured out all the tricks of the trade, but it never ceases to amaze me how websites and their content constantly change. On my webpage, I think I post what I feel anyway as the more important news stories that I came across on any particular day. There's no question I have a bias in certain directions. I do not hide the fact that I have been and will continue to be a gold broker based on my strong conviction that the way the world's economic system is starting to take shape, we will, as many smarter than me have said many times before, there will come a time when where we have to do a reset. The reason we are going to have to do a reset, as Ergen van Greyes, head of Matterhorn Investments in Switzerland, stated, is because of the overwhelming amount of debt that's been created worldwide. To give you some kind of idea, the paper derivative market that is floating around the planet as we speak is somewhere in the region of $1.25 quadrillion. Now, this is a number that is so large, there is no way possible, and I don't care how smart MIT professors think they are, that these problems are not going to be resolved by politicians in Washington or central bankers in Europe. There is a logical reason why we constantly hear news reports about China building up excessive gold reserves. This is not to say that the Chinese yuan will replace the US dollar as the world's reserve currency, but they are putting themselves in a position that when we are forced to subject the world economic system to a reset because pretty much everybody is bankrupt, the world's reserve currency has already been established in the form of special drawing rights. This was done by the Central Bank of Central Banks, the Bank of International Settlements, and has strong support from the IMF. So, in other words, what I'm saying is one morning you're not going to wake up and all of a sudden they're going to say, well, the dollars you have are now worthless, and the new form of currency we are going to use to enact business is going to be based on special drawing rights, which would be done in the public interest because of the fact of drawing together the nations of the United States, Asia, and Europe into a single global currency. It will give them a window of opportunity to rebuild the people's trust in the fiat money system. I could go on ad nauseum about the recent spat of bankers that have committed suicide over the past month, and the numbers continue to grow, as being some sort of forewarning as to what to expect in the not-too-distant future. The folks are still out on that particular theory, although you will find, not afraid to admit, numerous stories on my website today that deals with the strange occurrence of the amount of bankers that have decided to exit stage left. We have some speculation by William Kay over at King World News that it is possible these were whistleblowers on the verge of exposing the criminality going on in the banking business, pulling a Snowden, if you will, and